Today we're going to stress test the new Seawind 1370. There's a nasty east coast low forming off Sydney, so we're going to take the boat out, put it through its paces and push it to the limits, and also get some sailing data from the boat before the owner takes it north. So we've just finished commissioning this new Seawind 1370 that was shipped to Sydney. We're going to leave the marina at Multi-Hull Central, motor out towards the heads, put some sails up and sail to Windward, and then unfurl the screecher and give it a good push offshore and to see if we can essentially break anything before the boat heads north to the Sanctuary Cove Boat Show and the owner goes cruising. One of the great features of having twin helm on the same level is you can easily go from one side to the other. So we have our primary helm here on the port side. With electronic controls, we can simply convert to using the starboard helm if we're coming to a starboard side tie-up. And then you've got full control and visibility over this side. As you can see with the twin screws, the boat is super manoeuvrable and turns on a dime. Okay, so we're motoring down Sydney Harbour. We're going to get out to the heads and really give it a push. But first of all, we're going to raise the main and pull the jib out. We're motoring along nicely here. We're sitting at about just shy of 2,000 revs, 1,900 revs. About 7.2, 7.8 knots of boat speed. So if we bring that up to about 2,300 revs, it's about cruising speed, easily hitting 8.5 knots, close to 9 knots of boat speed. But that's pretty nice. That's with the 57 horsepower Yanmars and the VC20 electronic controls.
The Seawind 1370 has a better than average sail area to displacement ratio than most of its mini-keel production catamaran rivals, especially given it's running a self-tacking jib and not a genoa, as some of the others. So this keeps the boat sailing more and motoring less, yet it still has very comfortable living spaces inside. The master cabin is very spacious with lots of headroom and views of the ocean from your bed, a walk-in wardrobe, vanity and lots of storage cupboards. It's connected to the master bathroom that has very spacious separate shower and toilets that can be fresh water flushing if you prefer. On the starboard side we have 2 more queen beds and cabins with an additional single bed forward in storage underneath. This can be converted to a utility space. Then a shared bathroom in between that can offer a washing machine. The galley up provides a neat bar arrangement into the cockpit, made possible by Seawind's famous tri-folding door as seen on smaller models, allowing you to open the boat right up or close it in depending on the conditions. There were 2 fridge freezer drawers and a 3rd upright fridge, providing ample refrigeration, with a double sink and lots of storage cupboards. You have the option for either LPG cooking or an induction stove and an electric oven. The saloon table and lounge is nicely located with plenty of visibility. Then after hours, the table can be dropped down as an additional bed. You also have huge opening windows that you can open up and allow for natural ventilation. These also have insect covers available so you can keep them open. Alternatively, you can close the boat up and run the 24-volt DC Frigomar air conditioning system that run purely from the 24-volt Mastervolt lithium battery system, supported by 2.3 kilowatts of solar panels and booster alternators from the motors, eliminating the need for a genset. The cockpit also provides plenty of seating with a nice table and reversible helm seats that offer either storage or a drinks fridge underneath. And importantly, it has a proper sized Aussie barbecue from Southern Stainless.
Rightio, so we're just going to pull it up into the breeze here to raise the mainsail first. Got a Harken 2 speed winch, which is this one here, isn't it? So watch your fingers, I'll just make sure we're in the breeze. Got a little window here to look through as well. Yeah, power in it. You really feel the grunt of those 57 Yanmars. So much power there compared to the 40s. Box tight. That's about as far as I want to go. Alright, so we'll bear away from the breeze here. And we'll need a big ease on travel as well. They're coming down. See the boom up the top?
Yep, that's it.
All right, we might just get down there a bit
Okay.
further and
Pull out the jib. Or not? It's actually got amazing visibility through here. It's quite a unique setup. The glass windows are very wide and it got quite a panorama for a busy Sydney harbour, plus plenty of protection. All right, so walking up the side of the boat, you notice we've got really wide walkways here, very flat decks, so it's much easier to get through. And all the lines are now hidden under the deck. If we have a quick look under here, we have a little inspection port to see the rope organisers. They go all the way back to the mast, and everything's hidden under the mast base. The self-tacking jib here runs through a wider arc than we've had on previous boats, and it's controlled with the traveller control back to the helm. So again, everything can be done from the helm. And as we go forward here, we have the long rod beam that allows us not only to support the jib, which furls, but also the furling screecher. And then with an addition of a carbon bowsprit, you can run the asymmetrical spinnaker. Underneath us forward here, we have a really nice deep sail locker that we can pack the screecher away into. We've got the bowsprit and a few other toys down there at the moment. And then through the middle of the boat, we've got an enormous locker that's got all sorts of goodies in here. Owls to keep the birds away. Really deep space there. And then quite deep fender lockers as well, to stow your lines and your fenders away. There's also bow seats to relax in when you're underway, and a full forward lounge to cruise and relax on. If the Seawind 1370 looks like the boat for you, but you aren't ready to buy just yet or need some time on the water, consider joining our cruise club. For a one-off yearly membership fee, you get 3 days and 2 nights per month of private access to a Seawind 1370 just like this boat. Click the link for more info. Okay, we are sailing, and we're sailing a bit of a beam reach here at the moment into a pretty nasty slop. But at least we're sailing and we're powering along. We got the bow down a little bit on the leeward side. We're sitting on 9 knots without even trying at the moment. 9.6. So we're honking. The breeze has just eased off. I'm going to throw a tack in here to stay in the breeze. So big tack to port. And the breeze has dropped off a little bit to about 14, 15 knots true wind speed. About 38 degrees, 40 degrees apparent wind angle, which is pretty impressive for a big boat with mini keels. So one of the neat features about the Seawinds in general, apart from your helm being completely on the same level as all your living and having the twin helms, you've also got the position to sit out the side and see what your sails are doing beyond the inspection window. So we can jump out the side here and eyeball straight onto our sails, see straight down the bow, which is pretty neat. All right, so we've got our main and jib up. We're flying down the harbour here at the moment. We've got about 17 knots of true winds. We're doing just about 10 knots of boat speed on a beam reach here at the moment, and plenty of pressure, which is good. So we're going to get down the harbour here, and once we can run a deeper angle, we'll pull the screecher out and get ready to go offshore.
Now we're going to sail offshore into much stronger winds and really push the boat in 2 to 3 metre waves and see how it performs and test the structure. The 1370 is built to be one of the toughest boats on the market, as it's standard with carbon fibre reinforced foam core bulkheads that are glassed, not glued, into the hull to increase the stiffness. So let's see how it goes.
Oh, we got 26 true. Cool. All right. So why don't we go Trav sorry, going to go screecher and then we'll pull the jib in. So we've got a stopper knot on that.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay. Now we've got the screecher out. Let's get it going in the groove a bit here. Now we're honking. There we go. 13 knots. All right, we'll hold it up again a little bit more. Doing 13.7. I mean, this is lovely. Lovely handling. It's just eating up the chop. Big bows are just punching through the chop here. All right, sitting on 14.5 knots boat speeds. And we've got the screecher on around the hundreds, 90 degrees apparent. Yeah, about 94 degrees at the moment apparent. Oh, that's a big one. Well, that was really impressive. The Seawind absolutely took a hammering out there today in those conditions. We punched through some sea. We had 20 plus knots on the nose and off the breeze, and it ate it up. It didn't creak, it didn't groan. It behaved just like you'd want a super safe boat to take your family across the ocean. So in our summary, it is ready to go. And if you'd like more information on the Seawind 1370, click this link here and we'll send you some information. Or if you want to see more videos on this model, the other link here.